You know the feeling of having to stand outside while watering the garden, so today I thought of making a sprinkler to solve my problems. The main things you need to make a sprinkler is a plastic tube, a pointy object, and a hose nozzle. First I cut the tube to a decent size so that I could curve it into a circle. I found out that the tube was too big to fit into the hose nozzle, so I got some sandpaper and sanded it down into a nice pencil-shaped end. Also cutting a triangle slit in the end seemed to make it fit better. After that I started to push holes in the tube, and to start off with I put a hole every 2.5 centimeters. So after the first few holes taking some time, I decided to use a drill to do the rest, which in comparison to the nail took no time at all, with the holes becoming a far better result. So after the holes had been finished, I covered one end. I did this by placing a ball of tape in the hole and then blocking the end with some tape on the tip. Just to make sure it wouldn't leak, I wrapped some around the sides, again on the tip and again around the sides. Now for the hose nozzle. By screwing off the outer layer, I realized a much more better way to attach the hose, but I also needed to saw off half of it to allow the tubes to connect. After this and some more sanding, the tube fit quite nicely. Then to get it into a nice circular shape, I cut a little slot in the nozzle so the tube could fit next to it, and taped the two ends together, resulting in a nice homemade sprinkler. But would it work? Although it worked, it did not reach the whole garden as I hoped, so back to the drawing board. I decided to drill more holes in certain spots to aim for the areas that needed watering, and after a few trials and calculations and rearranging of the sprinkler, it worked! This was a fun experiment and I saved time and money in the process, and still got the results I was looking for. If you have liked this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe and comment.